My name is Dawn Okoro, and I'm originally from Texas, and now I live and work here in Brooklyn, New York. I'm an artist. I focus mainly on painting. The mediums that I normally use are acrylic and oils on canvas. One of my first shows in New York was at the Curtis Jacobs Gallery. At the time, it was called Renaissance Fine Art. The show was called Urban Pulse, and it was a three-person show with me, Jordan Baker Caldwell, and Jay West. Now we're circling back, and tomorrow's show is called Urban Pulse Revisited. It's a chance to see how we've all progressed over the past 7 years, and all of us are back, and we also have one new artist, Will Watson. One of the highlights of the show was getting to show my 15-step painting. It's one of the first paintings I did on paper. We had a few hiccups hanging it up, but I'm glad it worked out in time for the show.
Everyone's really enhanced amplified the other.
Jordan showed more sculptures at the original Urban Pulse show, but this time he's showing more paintings.
The series is more about being photographic and about using kind of the simplicity of cartoon imagery to explore ideas.
I love the selection of the work. I like the way the pieces kind of sing among each other. It's a strong show. Congratulations.
I met Haitian American artist Vladimir Sybil Chalier, and we chatted about her work.
I do a lot of mixed media pieces now, a lot of India ink on digital background. A lot of it comes from one, personal narrative, and secondly, how those personal narratives are lived between New York and Haiti, which is where my family is from, and I've always been back and forth between the two.
Two Anna Sui designers came out to the show, and I feel that since my art is so connected to fashion, it's great to get feedback from fashion designers.
I appreciate my work from the streets. So when I see someone with really cool clothes on that inspire me, I run up to them and I stop them and I ask if I can take a picture so I can take them. I get more from the past. So like looking at lots of books and going to exhibitions and thrift shopping and vintage is so important for me in my process. But then I'm also just really inspired by color.
It was wonderful to have so many creative people in one room.
Urban Pulse Revisited came about because Dawn Okoro, yourself, and Jordan Baker Caldwell, and Jay West, 7 years ago, we invited you to do a show, and it was just a great show. And we decided again to let's just repeat that show, and we added one more person, Will Watson. But we did that too because you deal more with popular culture, and more urban, and that attracts people. People are really, they understand that.
Paula Coleman curated the Urban Pulse show. She has worked in the art industry as a gallerist for more than 16 years.
I got into curating a more difficult way because I opened actually a commercial gallery space about 16 years ago. And I became the owner of a gallery before I actually started having experience curating exhibitions. I also was from corporate America, so I had a lot of great administrative skills, and I knew how to put things together, because you definitely have to have that. The creative part of the business, even though it should be simple, because I am not the artist, I'm the one who's going to sell the art, I'm the one who's going to put together, you know, these eclectic exhibitions. So it was a little more difficult, because when I went to deal with the artists, I didn't realize how every artist was like a whole entity on its own. I think our first exhibition I had at the first gallery I was the gallery at, we had 11 artists. So that was 11 different personalities. And I thought it would be, okay, you just get 11 artists, put the show together, but no, it was 11 creative, talented people, and they all had their own agenda, and they were just all special. So I learned a lot with the first exhibition, and from that, I just knew that working with artists was going to be something special. These are creative people who work all day, all night. They have different paths, different passions, and if you're going to sell their artwork, you really have to channel that artist. Sometimes they bring things that they like, but sometimes I feel like, can I sell it? Anything that comes in the gallery, you have to sell it.
I've always looked at curators as the gatekeepers of the gallery. So what does it take for an artist to get their work shown?
You get a lot of artists coming in wanting to show their work. And because I know what it takes to do art, I feel so compassionate. I wish I could show every artist that would come in. I would just group them in different groups, but that's how I really feel. But I found out it's really easy to select artists, because when they come in, what I do, I ask them to submit stuff. And a lot of artists, they just won't submit things. You know, they say, oh, go to my website. I said, no, that's not what I asked for. Just send me 6 JPEG. You know, I do that first just to see what their passion is and see if they're serious about doing this. And that's the first step. I don't care if they have the nicest website in the world. Send me 6 JPEG images in your bio. And that's something old school. And if they do that, they're on my list of, okay, they're serious.
It's wrapping up right now. It went really well. I'm having a lot of fun. I've met a lot of people, some good potential sounds. So I'm really excited and just having a good time in New York right now. The show had a great turnout and I met so many people, and it was just great to be in that space again.